My beloved child, pause for a moment and listen with your heart, because something unusual is moving around you right now, something quiet, something invisible, something that almost slipped past your eyes. Do not skip. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. There are moments in life that arrive with noise, and then there are moments that arrive like a whisper in the wind, moments that change everything without asking for permission. And what if I told you that one of those moments has already started moving toward you? What if I told you that a powerful love connection you never expected is closer than you think? Not the kind that appears with grand announcements. Not the kind that knocks loudly at your door. No. This one moves differently. This one enters your life quietly, slowly, almost like a mystery hidden inside ordinary days. Right now you may believe you already understand the path of your life. You may think you already know who belongs in your story and who does not. But there are seasons when life suddenly changes direction. There are chapters that begin without warning. And today, something feels different. Have you felt it? That strange feeling when your heart becomes restless for no reason? That moment when your mind suddenly travels somewhere you cannot explain? That feeling that someone, somewhere, is thinking of you at the exact same moment? Do not ignore it. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. Because what I am about to reveal may explain something you have been feeling for a long time. Maybe recently you've felt a quiet emptiness. Maybe you've smiled around people while a part of you still felt unseen. Maybe you've wondered why certain doors closed in your life. Why certain people disappeared. Why some connections ended even though you tried your best to hold on to them. But what if those endings were never punishments? What if they were preparations? Think about that for a second. What if every delay, every goodbye, every unexpected turn, was creating space for something bigger than you imagined? Because powerful connections do not arrive when everything is convenient. They arrive when your soul is ready. And readiness does not always feel exciting. Sometimes it feels lonely. Sometimes it feels confusing. Sometimes it feels like standing in silence while wondering if anything beautiful is still coming. But listen carefully. Silence does not mean nothing is happening. Seeds grow in silence. Dawn arrives through silence. And some of the strongest connections begin in silence too. Right now, somewhere in this world, a story is moving toward you. You cannot see it yet. You cannot touch it yet. But it is moving. Every step, every decision, every unexpected event, all of it is creating a path. And here's the shocking part, this connection may not look the way you imagined. It may arrive through an ordinary moment. A simple conversation. A random encounter. A day that felt completely normal. That's how powerful moments work. They hide themselves until the exact second they reveal who they really are. Stay till the end. Don't skip. Something huge is waiting for you. Because this is where things become strange. There are people who enter your life and simply exist around you. And then there are people who feel like recognition. People who feel familiar even when you've never met them before. Have you ever experienced that feeling? Looking into someone's eyes and feeling like you've returned somewhere you've known forever? It's a mystery people have tried to explain for generations. Because some connections don't begin at introductions. Some connections begin long before words are spoken. And what if, right now, someone is moving through their day without realizing that their path is slowly turning toward yours? What if they have also felt something missing? What if they have also looked at the stars and wondered why their heart felt incomplete? What if two stories that seemed separate this entire time were quietly moving closer together? Think about that. Two lives. Two hearts. Two journeys. Separate roads, moving toward one meeting point. Chills, right? But wait, because this is only the beginning. Something even bigger is hiding behind all of this. There is a reason you clicked on this moment. There is a reason these words found you. Because sometimes people don't find messages, messages find people. And maybe today is not ordinary at all. Maybe today is the day you start noticing signs you once ignored. Maybe today is the day you begin paying attention to the feelings you've pushed away. Maybe today is the day you realize that what you've been searching for has secretly been searching for you too. Don't skip. Stay till the end. Because something huge is waiting for you. And this story is only beginning. A strange shift is happening at this exact moment, and if you listen carefully, you may realize that this is not a coincidence. Don't skip. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. Because what I am about to reveal next is the part most people never see coming. Sometimes life places signs directly in front of us, but because we are distracted, we walk right past them. We call them random moments. We call them accidents. We call them ordinary days. But what if ordinary days were never ordinary? What if hidden inside the smallest moments were messages leading you toward a powerful love connection you never expected? Think about this. Have certain names appeared around you recently? Have random memories suddenly entered your mind? Have you felt an unusual pull in your heart without understanding why? Maybe you ignored it. Maybe you told yourself it meant nothing. But wait. Because something incredible is unfolding. Imagine standing in a room filled with thousands of people and somehow feeling that one person exists there for a reason. Not because they are louder than everyone else. Not because they shine brighter than everyone else. But because something inside you suddenly becomes still. Your heart recognizes peace before your mind understands it. And here's the surprising revelation. Some of the most powerful connections arrive when you least expect them. Not when you chase them. Not when you force them. Not when you spend every moment searching. They appear when your attention is somewhere else. They appear while you're living your normal life. And that is why so many people miss them. They are waiting for fireworks while life quietly delivers stars. Don't skip. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. Because there is another truth hidden inside this story. Sometimes the reason certain people disappeared from your life was because they were only temporary pages, not the entire book. Read that again in your heart. Temporary pages, not the entire book. You cried over endings without realizing they were creating space for beginnings. You questioned delays without realizing they were protecting timing. You felt lost without realizing you were actually being guided. And now something feels different, doesn't it? It's almost as if your soul has been standing near a doorway without realizing it. A doorway to a connection that feels deeper than simple words. A connection that doesn't feel forced. A connection that doesn't feel confusing. A connection that feels like coming home after wandering for a long time. But don't move away now, because the next part changes everything. The once-in-a-lifetime revelation is closer than you think. There is something about this connection that separates it from all the others. It doesn't arrive to complete you because you were never incomplete. It arrives to awaken something inside you that has been sleeping. Imagine that moment, the moment when two journeys finally recognize each other. Imagine realizing that all those strange feelings, all those silent moments, all those unanswered questions were leading somewhere after all. Stay till the end. Don't skip. Something huge is waiting for you, because the story is getting closer to the moment you never saw coming. The next truth may completely change the way you see your journey, because what you are about to hear is something most people realize too late. Don't skip. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. There are certain moments in life that look small when they happen, but later you look back and realize that was the exact second everything began changing. Not the loud moments. Not the dramatic moments. The quiet moments. The moments nobody notices at first. Imagine this, a simple day, a normal hour, an ordinary situation. Nothing feels different. Nothing seems unusual. And then suddenly, one conversation lasts a little longer. One smile feels a little warmer. One presence feels a little more familiar. And your heart quietly asks a question your mind cannot answer. Why does this feel different? That is where the mystery begins. Because powerful love connections rarely announce themselves. They reveal themselves one feeling at a time. One moment at a time. One unexpected heartbeat at a time. And here comes the surprising revelation, sometimes the connection you have been waiting for has already crossed your path. Let that sink in for a moment. What if the person connected to your story has already been near you? What if you've already seen them but didn't recognize the importance of the moment? Chills, right? Because life has a strange way of hiding extraordinary things inside ordinary situations. Stay till the end. Don't skip. Something huge is waiting for you. Right now, there are people listening who suddenly feel their heart becoming quiet. They feel something pulling at their thoughts. They feel memories appearing for reasons they cannot explain. And if that's happening to you, listen carefully. This next part matters. Sometimes your heart notices things before your eyes do. Sometimes your soul understands something before logic catches up. Have you ever thought about someone randomly and then unexpectedly seen their name later? Have you ever felt a strange familiarity around someone you barely knew? Have you ever looked back and realized life was giving you clues all along? Because here's the once-in-a-lifetime realization, some connections are not built in a single moment. They unfold like a hidden story, piece by piece, chapter by chapter, until one day everything suddenly makes sense. Suddenly the delays make sense. Suddenly the endings make sense. Suddenly every question that once kept you awake turns into an answer standing directly in front of you. And what if that moment is getting closer now? What if everything you experienced was quietly preparing you for something you never expected? Don't move away now. Stay till the end. Don't skip. Something huge is waiting for you, because the next part is where the hidden pieces finally begin coming together. The hidden door is beginning to open now, and this is the moment where everything starts feeling different. Don't skip. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. Because there is one final truth that many people spend years trying to understand. Some people enter your life to teach you lessons. Some people enter your life to help you grow. But once in a while, someone enters your story and changes the way you see everything around you. Not because they are perfect. Not because they arrive with noise and attention. But because something inside you suddenly wakes up. Imagine walking through life carrying questions in your heart for so long that you almost stop expecting answers. Imagine becoming so used to waiting that waiting starts feeling normal. And then suddenly, something changes. A feeling appears. A moment appears. A connection appears. And your soul quietly whispers, "This feels different." Chills, right? Because here comes the revelation that almost nobody sees coming. Sometimes what you thought was delay was actually preparation. Think about that carefully. Every time you felt forgotten, preparation. Every time you thought your story was standing still, preparation. Every time you wondered if life had something more waiting for you, preparation. Because powerful love connections are not random moments. They are stories being written behind the scenes while you continue living your life. Stay till the end. Don't skip. Something huge is waiting for you. And now imagine this scene in your mind. Imagine looking back one day and suddenly realizing that every difficult moment led somewhere meaningful. Imagine realizing that every closed door redirected you. Imagine realizing that every unanswered question was quietly guiding you toward an answer greater than anything you expected. Suddenly everything starts connecting. Suddenly every missing piece starts finding its place. Suddenly you understand why some people stayed only for a season and why others disappeared completely. Because not everyone is meant to walk beside you forever. Some people are pages. Some people are chapters. But certain connections, they become part of the entire story. And right now there is someone listening whose heart feels strangely calm. Someone listening feels as if these words arrived at the perfect moment. Someone listening feels like this message was somehow meant to find them. And if that's you, listen closely. The biggest surprise is not that a powerful love connection exists. The biggest surprise is realizing that it may already be closer than you think. Don't skip. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. The story is not over yet. Because the final moment is still ahead, and what happens next may become the part you remember forever. The final pieces are beginning to align, and if you have stayed this far, then this moment may feel more personal than you expected. Don't skip. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. Because the truth hidden behind this entire journey is finally stepping out of the shadows. Think about every moment that brought you here. Every unexpected turn. Every unanswered question. Every time you wondered if your story was missing something. You thought you were simply moving through life, but what if life was moving you towards something all along? What if every road, every pause, every delay was quietly arranging the timing for a connection you never expected? There is something incredible about timing. We always think we understand it. We think things should happen exactly when we want them to happen. We become impatient. We become confused. We ask, why not now? But later we look back and realize that if things had happened earlier, we would not have been ready to receive them. And here comes the once-in-a-lifetime revelation: maybe the connection you've been waiting for was never late. Maybe it was arriving at the exact moment your heart was finally ready to recognize it. Let those words sit with you for a second. Because some of the strongest moments in life are not about finding someone. They are about finally understanding why every step before that moment mattered. Stay till the end. Don't skip. Something huge is waiting for you. Right now, somewhere beyond what your eyes can see, new moments are already moving. New conversations are already approaching. New memories are already waiting to exist. Isn't that incredible? To think that a future version of you may someday smile and say, "So this was the moment everything started changing." Chills. Because life works in ways we never expect. Sometimes the person meant to bring light into your story enters through a door you almost ignored. Sometimes what changes your world first appears as something ordinary. And that's why this title matters so much. A powerful love connection you didn't expect. Because the most beautiful things often arrive without announcing themselves. They arrive quietly. They arrive naturally. They arrive when you stop trying to force every answer. And now, before this moment ends, listen closely. If these words felt strangely familiar, if something in your heart became still, if it felt like this message found you instead of you finding it, then remember this feeling. Because the story isn't ending here. Some stories begin with a meeting. Some begin with a moment. And some begin with a feeling you cannot explain. Don't skip. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. Because your next chapter may already be walking toward you without you even knowing it. The moment you have been moving toward is closer than ever, and what comes next may become the part that stays in your heart long after these words end. Don't skip. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. Because there is one final mystery that almost nobody notices while they are living through it. People often believe that life changes in giant moments. They wait for loud signs. They wait for dramatic events. They wait for something impossible to ignore. But life smiles quietly at that idea, because some of the greatest moments arrive softly. They enter without noise. They appear without warning. And only later do we realize they changed everything. Imagine standing at the edge of a chapter you cannot see yet. You do not know the faces waiting ahead. You do not know the conversations waiting ahead. You do not know the memories waiting ahead. But they already exist somewhere in your future. Isn't that incredible? Right now there are moments you haven't lived yet that are already carrying your name. Right now there are smiles you haven't seen yet already moving toward you. Right now there are connections you haven't felt yet quietly getting closer with every passing day. And here comes the shocking truth. What if the powerful love connection you didn't expect is also moving toward you at this exact moment? Think about that. While you are listening right now, while you are sitting exactly where you are, another story somewhere is unfolding. Another journey somewhere is continuing. Another heart somewhere is learning lessons, growing, changing, and unknowingly moving toward the same destination. Chills, because suddenly life feels much bigger than coincidence. Stay till the end. Don't skip. Something huge is waiting for you. And now listen carefully because this revelation matters. The strongest connections do not arrive to rescue you. They arrive to walk beside you. They do not appear to erase your journey. They appear to add meaning to it. That is why timing matters. That is why patience matters. That is why every step of your story matters. Because if even one moment had changed, if even one path had shifted, the entire picture would look different. Suddenly those difficult moments no longer look meaningless. Suddenly those delays no longer feel empty. Suddenly every question becomes part of something greater. And maybe that is what you were meant to hear today. Maybe you were meant to remember that your story is still unfolding. Maybe you were meant to remember that unexpected things can still happen. Maybe you were meant to remember that some of the most beautiful chapters begin exactly when people think nothing is happening. Don't skip. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. Because somewhere beyond today, beyond this moment, beyond what your eyes can currently see, a new page is already turning, and what is written on it may be more powerful than you ever imagined.